Hi, my name is Eric G, and welcome back. I'm out here in the streets. It's not really hard to drop a bar because I know who's in charge. Now, today I'm going to talk about um, sewing in the dark, or sew in the dark, or sewing in the dark. I mean, same thing, I think, pretty much. Sew in the dark. So, what do I mean by in the dark? Well, this is probably not going to take too long. It looks like it's probably going to be a short video, or at least this one is going to be a short video. Hair's sticking up. Oh well. So, it's probably not going to be too long to explain. It's not going to be much to say. So, when you feel like the darkness has you alone, wondering if the sun will rise again. So, when I say darkness, it can mean a lot of things. I mean, it doesn't literally mean darkness, but it's just a way of saying something like gloom is another way of saying it. When you feel gloomy, you could say, or when you feel like you're gloomy and you feel alone, wondering if the sun will arise again. That's another way for dark. It's basically gloomy, dullness, dusk. So gloomy. Or another word is sin. So I guess you can say when you feel like you have sin and you feel like you're alone, wondering if the sun will rise again, say that also. So the light will shine and illuminate your life. God's faithful love will prove itself time and again. So God's love will always prove itself time and again. No matter how much you feel like you're wondering, will the sun rise again? God's love will illuminate your life and it'll prove it again. So God has a story for you that is waiting and finding love as faithful as the dawn, even if you still are, or even if you're still in the dark. So dark can be whatever you want, gloomy, even if you're still, I guess sin could be dark. I mean, that's another word. Or at least that is a opposite word, or is an opposite word. Or similar. It's a similar word. So dark is a similar word to sin. So dark is basically saying corruption, evil, sin, stuff like that. So when you're still in sin. So God has a story for you that is waiting and finding love as faithful as the dawn, even if you're still in sin. It is love that meets you in the sin and brings the light, or dark. Or you could say dark. I guess I'll say sin instead. So sometimes pain can put you in the sin part of life, or you can feel abandoned by God, feeling disconnected and confused, lost to find your own path once again. So depression is an invitation to die to ego and a surrender that can transform and connect, not depending on circumstances. So even when you are feeling pain, it is an opportunity to assess your priorities and values and move toward growth. So as the darkness lifts up, you can see God forming you into a sense of purpose and deeper trust in Him. So do you feel like you are in the dark? Or do you feel like you are in the sin? I guess another way of saying it. So do you feel like you are in the sin, alone, forgotten, and cold? But loneliness is based on a lie that sin can sell to your soul, or darkness can sell to your soul. God won't let any pain be wasted. He will make the pain purposeful. So what will you do in the dark? Or what will you do when you're in the sin? So you have to seed of faith, obedience, and trust. So we all plant seeds in the time. So what is it going to be? Faith, obedience, or trust? So most treasured fruit will grow. Most treasured fruit will glow in your life in the darkest. Most treasured fruit will glow in your life in the darkness as you reach for the light with full focus to experience transformation. So the soil of your soul is more important than your circumstance. So will the constraints of life drive you or limit the possibilities of your life and let everything you want stay out of reach? Read that again. Will the constraints of life drive you or limit the possibilities of your life and let everything you want stay out of reach? What you choose to sow in the night will take root. What you choose to sow in the night will take root and later bring a harvest in the light of day. So maybe you feel like you're only sowing tears. God says our tears are seeds to sow, and sorrow will not last forever. It will take effort and patience. So what emotion will you reap? So when you are in the dark, your heart is often tender to tears. So think about the word tender. You're tender when you get disappointed. If you will wait, it will work. Or maybe your tears are dry today or for years because of the disconnect you feel, and your ability to express it is like stone. So ask God to help you and trust the pain to Him so you no longer hold on to tears but sow them in His hands. So what the tongue cannot express, tears tell. So what the tongue cannot express, tears tell people. So tears of joy, grief, confusion, frustration, relief. Jesus wept. So your tears are not the final harvest, but are seeds of an expression of faith in God who redeems all. So I want to read. I'll just read. It's fine. I'll read the verses after. So conversation is not always a language we know. We can say more without a word. Your tears are like a message in a bottle to Jesus, saying, I need, seek, love you. God's love for you is for who you are. Your tears are a gift from God to communicate. So the next time you feel a tear of desperation, make that moment an altar right then. Let it flow, lay your burdens down. If you feel numb, may God give you a heart of flesh. And last point, wherever you are, He is with you. Let the harvest begin. And there was a verse I wanted to read before I forget. Where's that verse? Oh, there it is. Blah, 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 blah. It is Psalms 139, 8, 7 and 8, 11 and 13. So basically, or Jesus keeps track of all my sorrows, David wrote. Yeah, so that's about it. Actually, let me see something real quick before I finish. There we go. Oh, I need the verse. Oh my gosh. No, I don't want that. I want the verse. Oh my gosh. Wait a minute. 1 second. 1 second. There we go. Psalms 56:8. You number my wanderings, put my tears into your bottle. Are they not in your book? So it's just a way that shows that God is collecting tears. And when David was crying, he collected those. And it just basically emphasizes that even our pain and sorrow are precious to him. So even if you're going through pain, even if you're going through sorrow, everything you do is precious to God, no matter how much you feel it's not. Whatever it is, you are precious to God. Every tear you cried, everything that you felt, all those tears that came in your life are precious to God. And he wants to wipe those tears away and relieve you and put your burdens to him so he can relieve you from that pain that you feel, whatever it could be. And just Psalms 56:8, just a reminder that tears are not wasted. Every tear you cried isn't a wasted one. So if you feel like it was, it's not, because God is there for you and he hears you. And like I said, it's like a tear. It's like saying, I need you, I seek you, and love you. It's like a language for God that he understands, even if you don't have the words. Because like I said, sometimes language cannot be said, but tears express, or tears are the language instead of words. But that's about it. God is good all the time. That has been a truth factor. And that has been a truth factor. And I'm out.